Climate activism has gained prominence among various global rights movements, and numerous activists, particularly millennials, are going the extra mile to raise climate issues and amplify the voices of marginalized communities directly grappling with adverse aftermaths. These activists are demanding that First World European nations take substantial measures to mitigate the climate crisis. However, governments persist in suppressing their movement, labeling their actions as radicalism. Welcome to Slant News. If you want to support, you can subscribe to our channel. Can climate activists achieve a significant breakthrough in the face of consistent crackdowns by European authorities? A series of climate action and justice demonstrations are encountering opposition from the police in Europe. Authorities are cracking down on several climate activists, describing the protests as causing utter chaos. Simon Lachner and other climate activists have been caught up in mass European crackdowns for urgently advocating climate action and justice. Imperialist Western states and their representatives are heavily criticizing climate activists for continually denying climate change, and downplaying its significant toll on underprivileged individuals. Climate activists emphasize the need to end fossil fuel emissions and promote sustainable circular economic practices. Climate demonstrations in Britain have resulted in roadblocks on major motorways, causing traffic disruptions. Protests at oil installations in Germany have led to supply disruptions, while in France, clashes between thousands of activists and the police over water usage have left dozens injured, according to authorities. The German government is extensively using preventive detentions against climate justice demonstrators, detaining them for up to 30 days without charge, invoking legal powers under Bavarian law. Police data reveals that in Berlin alone, over 4,500 incidents related to the Last Generation and Extinction Rebellion groups have led to hundreds of thousands of hours of police work. However, Germany lacks a national policy specifically targeting climate activists. Both Britain and France have enhanced surveillance and detention laws, with France even employing an anti-terrorism unit to question certain climate activists. While the British government claims its response aims to prevent damaging criminal actions, the French government contends that the state must combat what it perceives as radicalization. France's intelligence agencies are closely monitoring the activities of climate activists. As European governments continue to disregard the climate crisis, activists have shifted from mere protests to advocating direct action. The Last Generation and Extinction Rebellion are two Europe-based international climate groups. Lachner belongs to the Last Generation, a Germany-based subgroup within the Europe-wide A22 network, which includes Just Stop Oil from Britain and receives funding from the Climate Emergency Fund in Los Angeles. Meanwhile, Extinction Rebellion demonstrators continue to face crackdowns for their global environmental movement efforts. Bavaria's prosecutor is leading a clampdown on the Last Generation and investigating whether to label it a criminal organization, thereby allowing extensive telephone surveillance, GPS tracking, and property searches. The Last Generation, in response to Reuters' inquiry, denies engaging in criminal activities, highlighting that activists openly participate in protests and announce events in advance. Extinction Rebellion activists also continue to experience crackdowns as European authorities intensify their efforts against the movement, leading to several members facing lengthy jail sentences. Here we wrap up the news on this topic. And be sure to subscribe to our channel.